St. Louis's first black prosecutor, Kim Gardner, has sued the city, its police union and 5 others for what she calls a racist effort to block her reform agenda.
Gardner was elected in 2016 on a promise to redress the scourge of historical inequality and rebuild trust in the criminal justice system among communities of color, reads the lawsuit filed Monday in federal court. Unfortunately, entrenched interests in St. Louis have mobilized to thwart these efforts through a broad campaign of collusive conduct to protect the status quo and remove Gardner from office.
Jacob Long, a spokesman for Mayor Lyda Krewson, said the city vehemently denied what it considers to be meritless allegations levied against it, and expected to be fully vindicated at trial.
Jeff Rauder, a police union official named in the suit, called it the last act of a desperate woman.
The suit has its roots in the 2018 prosecution of then Missouri Governor Eric Greitens. Gardner hired an outside investigator to look into accusations that Greitens took a semi-nude photo of a woman with whom he was having an affair and then transmitted it in a way that it could be accessed by a computer. Gardner later dropped the charge after Greitens' attorneys raised questions about the conduct of that investigator, William Tisabi.
The defense team wanted Tisabi to testify. When he refused, a judge ordered Gardner to testify instead, something she said she could not do while also prosecuting the case.
Police investigating perjury allegations against Tisabi asked a second judge in June 2018 to appoint a special prosecutor, a request that Judge Michael Mullen granted. Mullen then named St. Louis attorney Gerard Carmody to that role. Carmody presented the case to a grand jury which indicted Tisabi on 7 counts of perjury and evidence tampering. Tisabi has pleaded not guilty.
Gardner's suit points out numerous connections between Carmody, his law firm, Gardner's opponents in the 2016 election, Greitens' defense team, and the St. Louis Police Officers Association, which has frequently clashed with Gardner. Gardner accuses the St. Louis Police Department of delaying investigations into threatening letters she received during the Greitens prosecution.
Defendants have conspired for the purpose of impeding, hindering, obstructing, or defeating the due course of justice, with the intent to injure Gardner or her property for lawfully enforcing and/or attempting to enforce the rights of all persons within the city of St. Louis to equal protection of the laws, her attorneys wrote.
They are seeking monetary damages, and asking a judge to stop the defendants from violating Gardner's civil rights.
Carmody, the special prosecutor, declined to comment. He is named in the suit, along with his daughter Ryan and son Patrick, who have worked on the case against Tisabi. Charles Lane, the 7th individual sued, is a former police officer who challenged Gardner's authority to pay for outside attorneys using city money.
The lawsuit lists just one instance in which Gardner was unable to achieve something because of the actions of the defendants. But Allison Hawke, a spokeswoman for Gardner, said the legal battles over the Greitens prosecution had taken a lot of time and effort.
Roy Austin, one of 8 attorneys listed in federal court papers, said the advocacy group Mothers Against Police Brutality was covering the cost of litigation. The group did not return a phone call or an email for comment.